I want to just make this point really quick, guys. The DNC is going to do everything they can to kick Andrew Yang off the stage. At this point, it doesn't matter anymore. We need to completely ignore polling. It doesn't make any difference anymore. At this point, Andrew Yang has actually done the right thing. He has made the right move, and he has put all his cards in Iowa. Rightfully so. All of the Yang Gang have recently been excited that Andrew Yang just qualified for the February debates. And this has taken a weight off the shoulders out of a lot of people. But at this time, since this news just came out, I have a feeling this is going to put a lot of people into panic mode. But I just want to make this point. Let's not panic anymore. Andrew Yang has done what he needs to do. Let's trust that. Everyone else coming out to Iowa supporting him has done a great job doing so. And this is a good move that he's made, putting all his cards in Iowa. I was, for a bit, kind of criticizing this idea that he was putting all his cards in Iowa, but this is actually placing a bet against the DNC and on the actual people that are coming out the day of voting. Guys, I have been carefully watching what's been going on in Iowa, as I'm sure all of you have, and now it's more important than ever that he gains at least one delegate in Iowa. And it's kind of strange. I'm going to throw this out there. I kind of had this vision. I don't want to sound crazy, but it's kind of like a vision I had, where the outcome in Iowa ends up being Joe Biden wins. That's not bad though. That's fine. But what happens is interesting. The second place ties. This sounds crazy. I doubt it's going to come out this way, but this is how I think it's going to play out. I think Bernie Sanders and Andrew Yang are going to tie for second in Iowa, and they're going to get the same amount of delegates. And there are only going to be 3 viable people. Maybe Pete Buttigieg might get 1 or 2 delegates. But other than that, this is where it's at. We're going to see some heads churn. This polling change the DNC has made last minute doesn't mean anything. The more important things that we need to look out for is if there are any changes to the precincts, if they're changing any of the voting requirement rules last minute. We need to focus on that. Stop caring about the polls. The polling doesn't matter anymore. Voting is about to start. We're only a couple of days away from the first state voting. None of that matters anymore. The only thing that matters is that Andrew Yang has done his job. And if he has done his job, if he has put in the work and the effort that we've all seen him put in, which at that point, it's already been confirmed. He put in the effort. He's put in the work, the dedication, the heart, his soul into this. He's making his points heard. And now it's not in the hands of the DNC anymore. It's not in the hands of anyone else except for the voters. And as much of these little criticisms I want to throw out here and there, at the end of the day, Andrew Yang's message is being heard, and it's escalating louder and louder. Let's not be discouraged by this news that just came out. The DNC can shove it up there. That's what I'm going to say. Shove it far up there, because it doesn't matter anymore. My biggest concern at this point is that not enough people know the voting requirement rules in their state in order to legitimately vote. And from what it sounds like, Iowa has now very strict voting requirements that a lot of people might be offset by. So if you're in Iowa, if you know the voting rules, if you have a loud voice to get this message out there, do it as quick as possible. I realize a lot of people realize that these polls don't quite have the weight that they seem like they do, and that's rightfully so. A lot of people, though, have been really pushing on these polls, and we've needed them to hit these qualifying factors to get him on the debate stage and to do this and that. This recent push up to 10% is basically saying, get the F out of here. We don't want you. Let's find out who wins. The way I see it right now, Iowa will not let us down. Let's have our faith in Iowa. At this point, I honestly think we need to back off of the citizens to let them decide for themselves. They've already heard the case. They've already heard the arguments left and right, center field, right field, left field, every side. They've already heard every argument out there. And it's time for us to just let them decide. I really mean it. Let's ignore the DNC from now on. This is why I've been making videos a lot of the time saying that we need to boycott the DNC, that we need to actively go against them, that we need to call them out. Things are about to get chaotic, guys. I hope you're all prepared. I'm trying to prepare everyone the best I can, and I know I don't have the biggest audience, and I feel like that some of the things I do say tend to get out there a little bit here and there, and they trickle up to other people, and that's the idea. Again, thank you guys for watching. Let's get the word out. Let's ignore the polling. I don't start hashtags, but if there is ever a hashtag we need to start, we should do hashtag DNC polls are garbage, or DNC polls don't matter, or DNC polling is irrelevant. How about hashtag DNC polling is irrelevant? I don't know. I make things too complicated. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and sticking with me through the chaos that is my channel right now. I know I have a lot of views that kind of make people feel uneasy. Hey, quite honestly, a lot of the things I say make myself feel uneasy. So it's like, I get it, Let's push forward. Let's forget about the polls. If you hear someone getting discouraged about the polling requirement changes, just tell them it doesn't matter anymore. Andrew Yang has already won what he needs in Iowa to keep himself going. This isn't going to change anything. If he gets... The showing for Andrew Yang in Iowa is probably going to be so big that I really doubt, even if they double or triple the delegate requirements, that he'll still hit those thresholds. If they want to say, oh, you need 3 delegates, he'll hit it. I have a strong feeling that Iowans are not going to let us down. No, he's not going to get first. No, he's not going to get third. I'm calling it right now. Hasn't happened yet, but he's going to tie for second with Bernie. Like always, humanity first. I'll catch you guys back on Monday.